Hello and welcome to another Your Partnerships Meet. I'm here with Claire from Not Just Travel today. So it's not just travel, is it, Claire?
No, it's not just travel. It's absolutely everything.
It's everything. And we're going to be talking that for a little bit. Claire, we've had a good talk before we came in the green room. First of all, first time you've been out here, Corker Media Studios. What do you think?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, a really good professional setup.
And you came all the way from a different country down in Penzance. So,
it is down there, yeah.
A little bit of a distance. But so not just travel. I've been a customer. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. I'm still a customer. I shouldn't say been, still a customer. Tell us a little bit about some of the highlights of what's happening with Not Just Travel, because I know we were talking cruises and all sorts of stuff earlier.
Yes, there's so much going on in the industry now. Picking up on that first point about cruises, probably the fastest growing sector within the whole travel industry at the moment. So there's about 26 new ships, new cruise liners that are due to come online over the next 2 years.
Wow.
Which is something, yeah.
No big gray ones with
Not your sort of battleship, no.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was a different type of cruise.
That was a definite, yeah. No, it's a little bit more luxurious than
yes,
that.
I would say so, definitely. But so the cruises are coming on, and these they are becoming very popular, and people really do love them.
Yeah.
And then you were saying also about you can even do local events and things of this nature, concerts and everything else.
Yeah, as your travel consultant, so it's not just all about cruising. It's not about just holidays abroad. We do a lot of holidays for people here in the UK. So it could be that you want to go away for a weekend, concert tickets or whatever it might be, attraction tickets. So again, I can take care of all that. It may be that you want to go, I don't know, one of the weirdest ones I've had to date is one of my early inquiries was for glamping in Greenland.
Okay.
And you can.
Cool. So Claire you can take care of our cruises, you can take care of our flights, anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Our glamping, if what's what we want to do.
Absolutely, whatever you want to do.
Concert tickets, motorbike touring across the states, whatever you want to do. And then this must cost a lot. How much does it cost if we go through you, Claire?
Well, there's nothing extra.
What? I knew the answer. I just want everybody to hear it. But yeah, it's a definite perk thing. So I'm going to take over just a second if I can as being the customer. So Not Just Travel, number one, it's a concierge service is the main thing I want people to know about. And there's no extra charge whatsoever. I mean, I don't mind. There's no secret to it because these guys deal with companies worldwide. They get their discounts up front, and that's where the money happens.
And if I could also just jot in there, we're also part of Hayes Independent Partnerships.
Yes, that's right.
And Hayes themselves do about £2 billion worth of holidays a year. So that means that, again, all the suppliers are very, very keen to work with us. And we get paid by the suppliers just like any other travel agent.
Exactly. That's right. And what I was going to say on it as well is it's all sorts of things. So I was saying it earlier to Claire, and this is what I love to say about it. Having Not Just Travel, it's like being a rock star. And I do mean it because I can get a hold of you. I mean, you got your app and everything else. You can just get a hold of you and say, well, I want to do whatever. They sort it all out. They give you lots of different options. They make lots of suggestions as well because they get to know you and what you like and don't like and all those type of things.
Yep.
Never book me anything like doing barbecues on the beach. Can't stand it. That's just me.
Okay.
Just me. Yeah.
I'll bear that one
Wife
in mind.
loves it, but it's not me. Anyway, beaches are looking at from the sea, not the other. Anyway.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll remember that one.
That's just me. But it is like being a rock star because they sort it all out for you. You don't have to waste all those hours and hours and hours doing
absolutely.
that. It's not like the guaranteed cheapest thing you'll find because you can find a lot of cheap things, but you do a price match now as well, don't you?
Yes.
So
if you do find something last minute online that you really like, then fine, we can price match it. But the thing to remember is that if you just go and book separate things online, they might not actually be covered then by ATOL.
That's right.
Which then means that if anything happens, you are stuck.
Well, that's what I was coming to. My next thing is being a customer. So the daughter was going off to college in the States, and then this little thing called COVID. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but COVID happened, and whole family's booked to take her over. And long story short, we couldn't all go because of COVID. She still had to go off to college. we didn't have to do a daggum thing, but let not just travel. No, so they captured all of those for us. They in my case they gave me the option. I could have either had my money back or what was suggested, which made sense, was I kept it in a wallet because obviously travel's only going to go up, not down.
Yep.
So I had my value all there and everything, and just change for the same sort of things for later on down the line once COVID went away, which it finally did, thank God.
Hallelujah.
But I didn't have to do anything. That's the most important thing. I
Mm.
knew of people during COVID that had pre-booked stuff, lost thousands,
Mm.
or lost hours and
Yeah.
hours and hours and fighting and getting mad and doing all those things. But because you got a big company like that involved with it and taking care of everything, that it's just perfect. And the other little things. Sorry, this I don't even know why you came on this show today, Claire.
I don't know why.
But when you travel with them, example I was talking to Claire about, we went to Rome, and before I go, I get reminders, and I love this little thing. It said, "Would you like us to check you in?" Of course, I would like you to check me in. Fantastic. I don't have to do it. Give me the lazy way, and I'll do it every single time. So check me in. Make sure everything's stick up to date. If there's any flight change or anything, let me know all that. As we were going, we were at that particular time we were flying and had a private transfer from the airport to we were staying in not a traditional hotel. We were staying in owned flat by someone. So we got given the name of the person checking us up, their phone, they're picking us up, their phone number, the name and the phone number of the place where we're staying in case there were any problems with maintenance or anything while we're there. I mean, just on and on. And even before and throughout the stay, different suggestions about things and everything. And the same way on the way back home.
Yeah.
It's just like, why? I mean, why would you not?
Exactly.
And there's no
Exactly.
cost to it. That's what blows my mind.
No. And that's the whole thing. It's as much or as little as the customer wants us to be involved with. So
I want everything. Can you come pack my bag?
So it could be that, you want car parking at the airport.
Yes.
Okay, let's organise that for you. It could be that when you get there, say, especially if you're coming up from, say, where we are down in Cornwall and you're going to London, it was actually nice to have a little bit of time where you've got a bit of time to sit down. So, let's look at booking in an airport lounge. And these are all things which can be done right the way through. But it doesn't just stop there, because once you've made your actual booking, as you said, with you metaphorically holding your hand all the way through until you're back home. So if you suddenly get an airline change, whatever it might be, then you'll be notified of it. It doesn't just go into your junk email folder.
And then the other things, like I was saying earlier, I mean, even if the airline company fails or a cruise line fails, which none of us want to happen, we take care of all that. So you don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely. And everything is up to an atoll, protected. So you know that you're fully covered.
I know we're going to run out of time, but I know a couple of other things we're talking about as well. Whereas if you're a business, because this is watched by a lot of business owners,
yes,
you can use it as it's not where you sign up and have to do a payroll thing, but you can do employee incentives to the point of where they can get access to discount.
Yeah. So the way that works, we call it Partners in Travel.
Yep.
But it's another thing that an employer can actually offer to their employees. And basically, it's a discount off the holiday.
Yep.
Now, typically, if you're a normal business, then you would be wanting to pass that benefit on to your employees, because, again, it's another reason, hopefully, to improve employee retention.
Yes.
Maybe only a little one, but it all adds up.
It all adds up.
Another way of using that is if you're a charity or a community interest company, then you may actually prefer to have that money actually coming in as part of your fundraising. So it's not massive discounts, but rather than it going to employees, it could be that you actually say, no, I actually want this to come and be part of the fundraising. So it just all helps towards keeping that charity going. So
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to travel somewhere now.
Okay.
You ready to go on a cruise?
Oh yeah.
But no, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Claire. And we talked beforehand about I've given her a little job now. She's got to try to sort out our next night in March for the anniversary party. So watch this space.
Yep.
We'll see when Claire comes through with the book and everything. So that's cool. You know how many hours that's going to save me, Claire?
Loads.
Loads. Perfect. All good. But it's been a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you, Brock.
Thank you, Corker Media, for having us on set as well.
Very much so.
And yeah, we just, yeah, it's not just travel, is it?
It's not just
Not
travel.
just travel. We'll see you next time. Take care.